revisit the question, describe what things you have to compose in your position. For example, back when I was in the Marine Corps, I used to have to create guides for my junior Marines, I used to have to create a plan for my superiors to let them know what I was doing and how I planned on implementing it. Those are, compositions that are required for my job. What kind of things do you do in your job?
Okay, so in my field, again, being an enterprise system of a low capacity people, being about 40, a big thing that I do as preparing for the CTO is I'm actually hand in hand, under the CEO. I'm always doing things. So if we have a new database or we have a new program that we're wanting to use for the company, the first part of it is going to be testing and overview. That basically consists of whoever it is that we're wanting the program from will come and they'll basically do, a demo of it in front of us. So they'll give us the program. After that is then organization and communication. So me, the CTO, and myself will go over the database. They'll go over whatever the product is, and we will consult each other saying, here are the pros and cons, and then we'll go from there. The next step is going to be implementation, which is where we go through, we make sure it's set, we show everyone how to use it, and from that point, the biggest thing after make sure everything's solid and there's no issues with whatever it may be, or it might be a project on my own. Like I said, still with implementation is we have to go through and get everyone accustomed to it. So have training sessions, seminars. I'll have me go through and they'll be, okay, Cody, for Monday, Wednesday, Friday, tell, these two teams or these groups to meet up with you in the conference room so you can show them the basic kind of training that's going to be going on. And so that's what helps a lot is in the company that I'm in, is that we can, have those small meetings. I can do training with a lot of people, and it definitely is a good attribute to the company, not only with myself, but for everyone that I work with. I'm not only getting experience, but so are they. And so that helps a lot. But when it comes to, I guess, the hierarchy in between, I guess, both the job and the job that I'm in, the biggest difference is that there's going to be, the biggest difference right now is that I'm not in the lead position. I always have to, go up to someone. But yeah, definitely helping out people, like the implementation of the product, going through training sessions, break fixes, anything that occurs, that's usually during organization and communication phase. Does that kind of help?
Yeah. What about do you have to ever have to write something to try to convince anyone, or emails or something like that, those type of things?
Not specifically. At my position, like I said, what I do is I kind of already have a lead position, like a management. I'm over all the producers. And so I don't have to go and get writing. I guess I can get a blessing from my boss, so we'll just kind of have a little chat. But usually in IT, like what I've seen, if it's actually more of a business, let's say Microsoft or IBM or something that you're working for, there needs to be a hierarchy, in which case it's almost like a military code. The ground level being just the IT or the grunts are going to be doing the work, the ground, the legwork for everything. And they're the ones that need to make sure that if the product's good and they're implementing it, that they need to email out whoever they're doing, set up a time, set up what's going to occur. And when everything, if everything's good and the boss gives it a note, okay, and then they're solid. If not, if there's any issues, then you'll go through the hierarchy and see who you need to speak to next. But mine, specifically, no. If I ever need to do anything, I can take care of it and then let my boss know afterwards. Any IT professional related thing, because he entrusts in me. There's that trust thing in IT when you get to a point where you know what you're doing and your boss respects you for that. And so you don't have any reoccurring issues or there's no problems with anything.
So pretty much all of yours are just, all of the rhetoric that you use in your daily work environment is just small conversations about the different things, the different tasks that need to be done.
Correct.
Okay. I think that pretty much sums up the questions that I had. Is there anything else you would like to add as far as how you use rhetoric in your job?
Using rhetoric in my job, I guess, because being, the rhetoric is basically just the study of effective speaking and writing and being effective in persuasion.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess rhetorically, rhetoric, what have you, with speaking, that I would use is you have to, as an IT professional, you don't see a lot, is a lot of guys are more type B. They're definitely very quiet. They're more reserved. Something when working in a position in which I do, it's an